Good afternoon, YouTube, and welcome back to Fat Cat Collections. And today, once again, I'm here to steal your lunch break. So if you guys don't know, I've been mentioning it in a few of the videos. I don't know how much of the video you guys watch. Some of you guys jump around. If you guys have been watching me for a while, I'm going to get on more of a consistent basis. So whenever I upload a new video, right now it's going to be every single day, and I will let you guys know when that changes. But right now I got a little extra time on my hands. I'm going to be uploading one video per day. And some are going to be Invicta videos, some are going to be smart home tech. Lots of watches though, as you guys have probably noticed, been watching me for a while now. There's a little teaser back here. I got two boxes full of Invicta watches. I'm going to be sharing a lot of different models with you guys. So today I'm going to be sharing with you guys another Invicta watch. And this one, again, I always get excited to review this model. And if you guys have been watching me for a while, you guys know before I even tell you guys what it is. What is it? It's a Grand Octane. I mean, it's my favorite Invicta model that they make. Although I have many different Invicta watches. I have many of watches across the board in general. But the Grand Octane or Grand Arsenal will always be kind of like my go-to. It's a watch that I wear when I just want it. I want the watch big, flashing over the top. And again, it's not the biggest watch Invicta makes. They're coming out with larger models now. Obviously, your Sienta 3 is still a gigantic beast. That is the biggest one they make currently, but they've been coming out with the Grand Diver. Supposedly, there's supposed to be a Hercules coming out, which looks... I've only seen one picture of it. It looks absolutely stunning. I don't know how big it's going to be, but the Grand Octane, it really is my #1 go-to, and that's why I think I have 9 of them right now. And I'm sure this is one I wouldn't mind adding to the collection, but I just bought a couple, so got other things you got prioritized. So let's talk about this. Now, this one is a Marvel edition, and I'm not really... I love watching the movies once, and then that's kind of the end of it. I'm not a collector of Marvel gear or Star Wars stuff. I appreciate the movies. I like watching them, but I don't. Obviously I don't have figurines around the house. It's not my thing. I collect watches. That's what I like, and cologne. So, but this is a Marvel edition, and what I like about this is a very understated Marvel edition. And this one I would actually buy and have my collection, because I don't have any of the Marvel watches right now currently. I only have just a standard reserve or regular Invictus. But this one here, because it's so understated, that this one I would have my collection. And the color combination on this one here is stunning. And this is it right here. This is your what is it? The Ironman edition of the Grand Octane Coalition Forces version. So again, Invicta with their name. This is the this is a reserve level Grand Octane / Arsenal / Coalition Forces Marvel edition. So, and the reason I call it Grand Octane or Arsenal is this watch was originally called the Grand Arsenal. And nowhere on the watch does it say Arsenal or Octane. This is a name, I don't know where these names come up with. This on the Invicta site is just going to be called a reserve. But you'll see it on many different websites as the Octane. And for the most part, that's what you'll see this watch referred to. But it was originally the Arsenal. So check this one out, guys. This one is awesome. And a color combination that I really like, and it's very hard to find. I just reviewed the Aragon Matador a couple weeks ago, and that one is that yellow tone gold with that wine red or red face. And this color combination I absolutely love. I think it really pops. This is definitely one that I really want to keep. You have that full yellow tone gold, mirror polishing everywhere across the whole watch. Obviously, when you have the Coalition version of this watch, you have this sort of T-shaped I guess part of the face there. The standard ones, the regular Octanes, do not have that. That's what makes this one the Coalition. It's that addition of that sort of, I'm not sure what it is, just decorative piece. You can see it's more like a T. That's really the only thing that sets it apart. Now this one here, because it is a Marvel edition, you do have, I believe there's a textured pattern which has something to do with the Marvel Iron Man movie. Obviously, you have the red, which is totally Iron Man. And then the only little subtle logo you have is right there. It is a little Iron Man mask, basically. So I like the fact that it's not over the top. This is definitely one that unless you pointed that out to somebody, they wouldn't know you're wearing an Iron Man piece. I'm not into the ones that are really like, hey, look at me, I'm wearing the Joker watch, which I will be reviewing in a couple days here. Nothing wrong with it, just not my personal taste. But I love this particular one. You would not know this is a Marvel edition. Very, very subtle. And this thing is just blinged out. I mean, look at that red just pop on that yellow gold. This is just a great piece. This is definitely one I will have in my collection eventually. It's one I have to have. I like it that much. Really cool. So let's talk a little bit about the watch. Most of the Grand Octanes and are pretty similar as far as the movements, unless you start getting involved in the diamond editions where they have, if you get the automatic versions. Look, even from this disc, look at this thing pop. I mean, just amazing looking watch. And the price of this thing right now is right. Now, I know a lot of you guys have been watching me for a while, and you've been following me on Facebook, and every time that there's a yellow tag event with Invicta stores, I'm dropping all the links, letting you guys see all those great deals. This one here right now, the best deals through Bulldog Enterprise, and that's where this watch came from. Right now, $249. And anytime you get an Octane, and again with the yellow tag event, that's a rare. The deals on yellow tag are just like almost like once only. They're gonna have them, they're gonna sell out, and that's gonna be the end of it. Now, I have seen Octanes as low as $158, which is, I mean, exceptional. $249 for any Grand Octane up to $300 is a very, very fair deal. I generally pay roughly for the ones that I have. Again, I got one Grand Octane from the Invicta sale that was $158, but all the other ones have always been $250 to upwards of $400 when I first started getting involved in the Grand Octanes. They were more expensive when I first started. You're getting a lot more watch for your money now, or much better value than you did when I started buying the Octane. But God, that's great. So again, very, very similar. Again, Ronda Z60 movement. You'll find different movements, but that's been kind of like the movement they've been using in a lot of their watches lately. This one here actually has a screw down crown. A lot of the Octanes coming out now to get you that better price point, they don't have the screw down crown and function pushers, so you lose a little bit of water resistance, but I don't care about that. I don't take them in the water. On this one here, you get 660 feet of water resistance, which I'm not really sure if that's correct on this one here, because I believe, and don't quote me on that, but is that right? I believe you get 660 feet of water resistance on the non-screw down crown and function pusher version of this watch. I'm pretty sure this is 900. I'm not sure if it says on here, but let's take a look here. And I'm reading this directly off the website, but this one here doesn't say on the watch. Yeah, well, that's all right. I mean, it's still, even 660 feet of water resistance is great. This one here actually also, if I'm looking at this correctly, that's really weird. Sorry, I'm talking to myself here, but yeah, okay, so this is a limited edition piece, which I now just discovered, and this one here is number 58 of 3,000. I always find it interesting. When I think limited edition, I think maximum 500, but nonetheless, it is limited edition up to 3,000. That's a lot of watches, but nonetheless, there are only 3,000 being made, so that's kind of cool. This one is, again, number 58, so for those of you who need to hear that bezel turn, there it is for you right there. No bezel wobble, feels pretty good. And that's about it really with the watch. I mean, you have your classic, I've reviewed this watch so many times, I know you guys have seen it a lot, but for those of you who may be just catching this video right now, or for the first time coming to the channel, 58 millimeters in case diameter, that's at the bezel, 63 all the way to crown and function pushers, so this wears like a 63 millimeter watch. Obviously on this, mirror polishing yellow tone gold, that beautiful bright red with the bright red accents around the bezel. What else? Z60, 30 millimeters in band width, 9 inches in band length, so this watch will fit a very big guy. My wrists are 7 inches, so this watch fits me fine. You can even take this down to, I believe, a 6 if you're a smaller guy. My coworker had a 6.5 inch wrist. He'd wear these all day long, no problem. So it is 316L stainless steel, your classic flame fusion crystal, and true chronograph movement, 14 ounces in unsized weight, almost a pound. This is a beauty, guys. It really is a beauty. God, I love that one. The red just really pops. And I hope that when I'm ready to pick this up that this is still available, because it is just absolutely stunning. And I don't have a full mirror polished gold Grand Octane yet, so I have the combination. Most of the Grand Octanes have a combination of mirror polishing down the center of the links, and of course the brush finish everywhere else. This thing is just straight in your face, blinged out. Beautiful watch. Absolutely stunning. So that's about it, guys. Let's go ahead and see what it looks like on the wrist. Now, this is unsized because this one is on loan. Once again, I have a 7 inch wrist. I'm about 175 pounds and I'm about 5'7.5". And so you can just see this thing just really, I mean, it looks massive. I mean, just a big piece. Definitely not for the faint of heart right there. Definitely not for the timid. This watch definitely going to get you noticed. Definitely going to get you compliments. People are going to be like, "Wow, that's an insane watch." And, you know, whether or not it's for you or not, whether or not you're a guy who, you know, would wear a watch this large. I mean, this is my go-to. I mean, this is This is my favorite watch an Invicta makes. So, but nonetheless, I mean, people who, I would get compliments all the time on these watches. I mean, everywhere I go, somebody's like, wow, that thing is big. It's not a remark of disgust or anything like that. And again, that doesn't mean somebody's gonna, anybody who would say that thing is ugly is just somebody who really just should mind their own business and just really, you know, there's plenty of things, everybody's gonna have different tastes and dislikes. You can still be nice people and be like, wow, not for me, but that thing is really interesting to look at. It is, you know. It really is. It's like seeing a giant jacked up truck, you know what I mean? It may not be for you, but you appreciate it. Look at that thing. Just beautiful. Oh, man. I knew I should have waited on this one here. I definitely want to keep this one. And if I didn't mention already, 19 millimeters in case thickness, so not as tall as some of your other Invicta watches. Invictas tend to kind of get up towards that 22 millimeter mark, and a lot of they're like the Zeus Bolts, and of course your Magnums and your Venoms. This one here, and of course your Sea Hunter 3s, which is 23 millimeters. That's the biggest watch, period. This one here, a little bit shorter, which is kind of nice because I will say that some of the leather jackets that I wear, if I go throwing on the Sea Hunter 3, it sticks up so high, it's sometimes a little tough to get my arm out of my sleeve, but this one here definitely a lot more wearable, I would say. Not that it really matters. We wear what we want to wear, Invicta lovers, right? Alright guys, well there it is. That's one of my favorite pieces. Man, I definitely got to get that in my collection. That thing is just sick. Alright guys, that's about it, man. I'm done drooling over this one. I gotta move on to the next. So if you want to make a purchase, please do it through the links in the description. That's where you're gonna get the best deal through Bulldog Enterprise. Once again, if you like the content, subscribe to the channel, click the like and the bell to be notified anytime I upload a new video. Definitely check out those other links in the description. I'm always letting you guys know when there's better deals. If you haven't found me on Facebook already, go ahead and find me, PHATKATCOLL, C-O-L-L. Go ahead and friend request me. I'll accept the request. And it's a great spot to become part of the groups. I've started another group. I'd like you guys, if you're an Invicta lover, to go ahead and sign up for that. It's called Invicta Watch Collectors United. And it's cool because I put up any kind of yellow tag events, any kind of sales going on where you guys can go ahead and take advantage of these deals. I'm always on top of this. So I always want to make sure that we take advantage of these deals. Who knows how long a lot of these yellow tag events or even some of these deals you find now. I mean, once how Invicta works is once they produce a watch and it becomes super popular, they sell out, then you'll start to find a few other sellers selling and that price starts to skyrocket. So get it. I always say get it while you can. There's been a few times I've had the opportunity to get a few watches and I was like, I'll just wait, and then next thing you know, they're gone. And one of those watches, like if you ever see my Venom watch Nightmare from a seller I don't recommend, definitely check that out. It's where these guys sent me it was supposed to be a pre-owned, and I encourage you guys to be careful with pre-owned. I'm sorry, not pre-owned, it's a floor model, display model Invicta. It was a yellow gold, mirror polished, and rose tone Venom. Beautiful watch. It was one I had my heart set on, got it. I was like, oh my God. Took it out of the box, the band was like in half. I did end up getting my money back and sending it back, but it was one of those watches I had the opportunity to pay a little more and get new, and I went that route. By the time I tried to buy another one, they were gone, and that watch is discontinued. So definitely get them while you can, guys. Find me on Facebook again. Love seeing those wrist shot guys. If I can help you in any way, find a good deal, or if you're looking for something like that, or any kind of watch or anything, or you have any kind of comments or questions, concerns, I'm here to help you guys. Thanks again for your time and watching the content, and you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.